empty the chamber on them. And how do you do that? First 6 seconds, 20 to 20 feet, everything you got. Everything you got. Turn that shit up. Let's go.
Welcome to the Scoop World Order, the Foundation Edition. I am here. I have the leader of the Foundation, the NIL Collective, founded by Brian Schottenstein and his family. They are crushing it right now. Thank you to all of you that are supporting it. They've had some really nice events. They got some great stuff coming up. They are growing like crazy, but we still need your help, Buckeye Nation, to keep us competitive in this arena. But they have really done a great job, and it is something that is necessary as Ohio State wants to remain competitive in the ever-changing landscape of college football. But with that being said, as always, we are thankful and grateful for you guys. Thank you guys so much. We are over 16,000 YouTube subscribers, so keep cranking away. Keep spreading the good word. Leave us a like. In terms of a comment, just generally, what kind of events would you like to see done by our NIL groups? They've had some outstanding dinners. They're going to do a Wisconsin tailgate. But I would just love to hear some feedback. So would Brian Schottenstein. With that being said, I'm going to bring in my man, Brian Schottenstein. How are you today, my friend?
Hey Kirk, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. So I know that you had a big event at the Blackwell, which is the team hotel on Saturdays. A lot of great people there. Ryan Day was there. A lot of players were there. CJ Stroud, of course, my boy Cardale was there. He's your partner in crime and all this stuff. Tell me a little bit about that event. How did it go? Is there going to be another event like that in the near future? And just let me know how it went and what else we can look forward to in the future.
Yeah, I mean the event couldn't have gone better. We had Coach Day, Coach Holtman there, Gene Smith. We had about 20 student athletes that we partnered with and helped support. We had multiple coaches on there. Brian Hartline was there. Jake Diebler was there. It's been really amazing to see the support we've gotten throughout not only the fans but the coaches, the administration, and it's just really nice to see. We had a sold out crowd, 300 people. We couldn't sell one more seat. Raised a lot of money. We had an amazing silent auction, live auction, and I just really appreciate Buckeye Nation support.
Yeah, I think that it's a tremendous initiative that you're taking on. It is not easy to fundraise for NIL, but it is maybe the most important thing going in college football right now. Talk a little bit about some of the charities that you work with. One of the things you do is you can help get athletes to charitable events, help them raise money. It helps take care of the student athletes. Talk a little bit about some of the charities that you do a lot of really great work with.
So we also had three charities at that event. A Kid Again, Lifetown, and Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. A Kid Again helps kids with terminal illnesses. Lifetown more about teaching kids everyday life skills. And Buckeye Cruise is obviously for cancer patients and cancer research. So that was a really good component of that night. And honestly, it's probably the best Buckeye event of all time to have both coaches, Gene Smith, and 15 student athletes on football and basketball. I don't know that there's ever been an event like that before. And the charities have been great partners. It was really nice to see the kids at a Kid Again there and the student athletes, and teaching them about giving back to the community has been a big portion of our 501c3.
Yeah, and it's tremendous work again, and you see the importance of it when you get the athletic director in Gene Smith, and you get both Ryan Day and Chris Holtman all at your event. It shows how important this is and how much support we need from you, Buckeye Nation, for events like this to keep us competitive. Going forward, I know you have some really great things coming up, specifically around the Wisconsin game. You also have a really cool auction item up right now, a tour of the Woody Hayes football facility. Tell us a little bit about that, especially with the Wisconsin tailgate and where it's at, or when the notice will go out to where it is, and how people can stay informed of the cool things that the foundation is doing right now.
So we're gonna have a tailgate. We're gonna drop a pin probably the day of the game. It's gonna be somewhere in the west lot near the Huntington Club entrance. Cardell Jones will be there, many former athletes, and it's actually Cardell's 30th birthday. But don't tell anybody I told you how old he's gonna be. Um, But it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have live music. We're going to have food, drinks. This will be a free event. We just want to do it to help support Buckeye Nation because they've been so great to us, and we want them to come there. We'll give away some B Foundation gear. I know we gave you a hat. We got to find a bigger size though, and it's going to be a really fun time. It's a night game. It's a blackout. We have a lot of the Foundation black clothing you can buy on our website, thefoundationohio.com. All the proceeds go to the student athletes. I'm really excited about that event. Also on our Instagram profile, the Foundation Ohio, the link there on the bio, we have 3 auction items right now. One is a tour of the Woody Hayes facility. That's currently, I think, around $3,000, but there's still 10 days left to bid on that. And you get to go to a practice, see the team during this season. Another one is a tour of the Schottenstein Center, basketball practice. And then the last one is a dinner with 4 people at a restaurant of your choice with Cardell Jones, which is going to be going live here today. So we're excited about that. And a couple other things we're working on. We just announced our Florida branch. We're opening up an office there. We have a large endowment of hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for that, and we want to really try to attract student athletes that are in high school to come to Ohio State from Florida, and also reach out to the Buckeye Nation and boosters and alumni that are in Florida in the winter and have events throughout the winter there.
Now, is it Miami? Is it Naples? Where at in Florida is the location?
Really all Florida, but we'll probably have 2 events here in the next few months after the season. One will be on the West Coast, like Naples area, and then the other will be on the East Coast, somewhere probably between Miami and Palm Beach. We're thinking possibly a dinner and golf outing, but we're still working on those details. So we're really excited about that. And I think we just launched in April, and we already have done 20 deals with student athletes. We've raised more money than any collective. We probably have the largest brand, definitely in Ohio, if not one of the largest in the nations for these collectives, so they call them. And every time we do like a tweet or a post, it gets millions of impressions. So it's nice to see. And thanks, Buckeye Scoop. You guys have been great. Love your website and love your walls that you guys have. Reading through those, it's really nice to see your support. So it's been great. Just first collective to get our 501c3 just a few months ago, and we're already where we are. It's been amazing.
Yeah, well, none of it happens without Buckeye Nation. We have an exceptional group of supporters that follow Ohio State football. Any amount is great towards this because this is something that is really important for us. You see, how good some of these teams are, and you see what it takes to stay competitive. So, we want to keep it that way. The money goes towards great charities as well, like A Kid Again, which Rick Reichert, who's on the board of the foundation and is my boss, is one of the great supporters of A Kid Again. Just a fantastic charity. So it goes to a great place. You help take care of the student athletes that really make our lives great. Everybody in the state of Ohio and wherever Buckeyes are, they really look forward to fall Saturdays, watching the Buckeyes play and play well. So Brian, what, over the next few months, I know you mentioned the Wisconsin tailgate. Do you guys have anything planned yet for Michigan, for the Big Ten championship, for the bowl game? Anything out in the future that people need to have in the back of their minds to be ready to get to?
Well, right now we're focused on this tailgate, and then we'll have more events here throughout the rest of the year, which we'll be announcing here shortly, and then in Florida. So we got a lot of fun things planned. It's a ton of work. I'm almost pushing more hours on this than Schottenstein Real Estate Group. So, and I'm not making anything. So it's been tough, but it's been fun. I always say when you work really hard on something you're passionate about, it's not work. And I'm passionate about Ohio State football and basketball, and I'm passionate about these charities. So to me, it becomes fun.
Yeah, and it's been spectacular. One guy that I wanted to highlight, for people that are considering bidding on the dinner with Cardell Jones, is I was really fortunate to meet Mr. Ruby, Jeff Ruby, during the Notre Dame game. You hosted him. He had a fantastic shirt on that said Catholics versus draft picks. Guy has some crazy cigars. He has a really, really nice customized Mercedes Sprinter van. Just a great guy. I love talking to him. Talk a little bit about some of the support that Jeff Ruby has given to the foundation. I know that they've hosted multiple dinners with student athletes. Paris Johnson, C.J. Stroud. Those were auction items at your last dinner. Talk a little bit about the support that Jeff Ruby has had for you guys, and why? Because again, I'm like, man, if I would win that thing, I'm going straight to his place because his place is fantastic. But talk a little bit about the way he's helped support Ohio State athletics and the foundation.
Well, his family has been really great to us. We have a really good relationship. Actually, we're technically investors, so it's called in his restaurant because we just love going there. They always treat us really well, and I think it's the best food in town. But they are a big supporter of the foundation as well. And so, because they give us support, we decide to have all of our auction dinners, whether it's with Coach Day or Coach Holtman or CJ Jackson. They're all going to be at Jeff Ruby's, and the foundation is picking up the tab for those dinners, so it's free to the donor, and they get to meet and talk to some of these stars, and we raise good money, and it's going to continue to go back to the other student athletes. Almost every dollar we get goes right back out to the football and basketball teams, and we're thinking about maybe working with some other sports on a direct basis. So for certain donation amounts, we will do a direct donation to lacrosse or some of the other teams, not through our website portal because we want to keep that for football and basketball. But if there's a really big fan that wants to write us a check and have it go to a certain sport, we will do that because we don't want to say no to any NIL money to help support out these student athletes.
Yeah, and I think that's fantastic. I was fortunate enough to have a nice about a 15-minute chat with Christina Johnson during the Notre Dame game. She was great. I know that she was a pioneer in field hockey at Stanford, helped found the club team at Stanford. So any of you that have, if you were in crew, if you're an ice hockey player, because obviously our women's team won the national championship in ice hockey. If you have a specific sport that you would love to patronize, that is a great thing to know, Brian. I appreciate you saying that. In closing, are there any other things that you would like to bring up, you'd like to plug as we wrap this episode up? I appreciate your time as always. Any other businesses that we need to support, like Jeff Ruby's, that are great to the foundation? If you have anything out there you need to put out there for our outstanding fan base, do it now, my man.
Well, we have so many businesses. I know you brought up Ruby's and Reichard, but I don't want to name every single one, but we really appreciate all of their support, and you can kind of see who they are by following our student athletes that we partner with. And I guess just Buckeye Nation, if you could go on to thefoundationohio.com. If you'd like to make a donation, that's great. But if not, give us your contact information, and we'll keep you informed with everything we have coming up. And I always want to say, go Bucks at the end.
I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much, Brian. As always, we have a guy who is fighting for us. He is fighting for the future of Ohio State football. Brian Schottenstein is leading the charge. He's doing great stuff. And again, we thank you guys for your support of the foundation. It is the premier NIL group right now. They're really doing great stuff, and they're really helping our student athletes. Have what they need to pick Ohio State. It's a very competitive thing right now. We're on top, but we need to stay on top. So we need your support. So thank you so much, Buckeye Nation. Again, comment on what kind of events would you like to have? Would you like to, is it tailgates? Is it dinners? Is it tours of the Woody Hayes? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys as always. I am going to be on BuckeyeScoop.com all night. Thursday night is my favorite night of the week. We have the bank chat. We have Thursday night football. Thursday night college football is going to start cranking up. So it's a great time to join BuckeyeScoop.com. We are the #1 premium website. So if you really are a diehard Ohio State fan, or you have somebody that you love, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your father, someone that you love, your mother, that's a diehard Ohio State fan, consider us as a gift. You got birthdays coming up, got Christmas coming up. It's a great gift. People get a lot of use out of it. The people that sign up, they really enjoy being on there, and they check it nonstop all the time. So appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much, Buckeye Nation. Thank you, Scoop family. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Go Bucks.